Hey you guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we are in my kitchen. I have my chef coat on, okay? We are ready to make some tasty, quick snacks. Before we get started, I wanna say a huge thank you to Built Bar for sponsoring this video. I've partnered with Built Bar. You guys know I love a protein bar, okay? Before I found protein bars, I used to just mix protein powder in with water and drink it, and it's not fun. Okay, and I've tried a lot of protein bars in my journey of making my body feel good, getting my fitness on, you know what I mean? Built Bar is my favorite. I'm gonna tell you why, okay? Here's the thing, I'm not trying to shade other protein bars, it's just Built Bar is superior. They have so many flavors. Built Bar has 18 flavors, 6 of which are new, okay? I can't wait to try the churro one. I haven't tried it yet, but like, last time I had a churro, I think was like Disneyland, okay? And I went when I was 13. That's a lie. I for sure have had a churro since then, but can't wait. And the thing is, with protein bars, it's hard to make them taste good, I feel, but somehow Built Bar has done it. This protein bar has 17 grams of protein. I find when I'm taking in a higher protein diet, I feel better, and the food that I've ingested seems to last longer. Like if I'm just taking in only carbs, I find like I'm hungry right away. Nothing wrong with carbs. I love carbs, okay? But I find that I get hungry a lot quicker. And if you've like watched kind of like my whole fitness journey and stuff like that, you know that I really want to build muscle. Like I want to be jacked, okay? And protein really helps with that. It really helps build muscle. So I actually take in a ton of protein, and it makes it so easy when I have a little protein bar here for me. So anyway, I could go on and on, that's the problem. But I love the flavor, I love the macros. I try not to take in a ton of fat. If I do, I want it to be fats that are like fueling my body, or hot Cheetos and chips and like, do you know what I mean? So I don't really, I don't want like a ton of fat in my protein bar. This protein bar, 2.5 grams of fat. Divine. You got your macros on point, the protein versus carbs versus fats. You got the taste on point and super convenient. I get really grumpy when I'm hungry. It's no secret. I have the hanger in a real way. So I keep these in like my gym bag. I keep these in my car. I keep them in my purse. And if I'm hungry, I eat one of these guys, but I also eat them in fun ways, which I will show you in this video. So anyway, thank you so much Built Bar for sponsoring this video, partnering with me in general. I'm honestly honored. It's really exciting for me to have a sponsorship like this. God, I just believe in it so wholeheartedly. So really excited about that. If you guys want to try Built Bar, they did give me a code. It's Alyssa Anderson 10 for 10% off your order. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to show you a bunch of quick and easy snacks that make my body feel good. Quick disclaimer, I am going to be talking about the macros of each snack. So protein, carb, and fat, as well as the calories. And I know that not everyone feels comfortable digesting that information, so that's just my disclaimer that I will be talking about that. The main reason is because I do have viewers who are actually tracking their macros and their calories and stuff like that, but I do want to make it known that my intention for these quick snacks and the way that I present myself or feed my body as well is always to have the most energy and feel the best. It's not about the calories, it's not about the fats or anything like that. The reason that I choose to take what I take into my body is because it genuinely makes me feel good, and I feel like that's a healthy place to come from. And what makes my body feel good might not make your body feel good, but I feel like if you're in a snack rut and you are on a journey of whatever kind, it might be nice for you to see these snacks, try them out, see if they're for you or not. And other than that, let's make some food. Okay, so the first tasty snack that I'm gonna make are tuna lettuce wraps. I'm using the cloverleaf flaked white tuna in water. I use this one because it's packed in water and not oil, and oil does have quite a bit of fat. So for myself, because I don't love to take in a whole lot of fat in like oils and stuff like that, like I said, rather save it for Cheetos, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I do this one. I don't feel like the oil adds anything to me, and I'm gonna put some other oil into it anyway. So I just get the one that is in the water, and it works perfectly. So all I do is I open up my little can of tuna, and then I kind of just like hover the lid on it and then drain that water out. And then I take a little bowl, plop my tuna into the bowl. Kind of reminds me of cat food, I'm not gonna lie, but trust me, trust the process. To that, I'm going to add just a little bit of soy sauce, like 1 teaspoon, and about 1 teaspoon of sesame oil as well. If you don't love the taste of sesame oil, some people don't, you can use like chili oil if you like a little more spice, or you can just omit the oil altogether. Just a little teaspoon, whoop. Then I'll just take a little fork and kind of mash that all together. I'm gonna crack a little bit of black pepper on top. I'm gonna mix it up one more time. I'll set that off to the side. And I previously washed up some live lettuce. You can use butter lettuce or live lettuce. The only reason I don't like to use iceberg lettuce is because it's not super malleable and you can't really like get a good wrap with it. So I just like to use this kind of lettuce for my little lettuce wraps. Then I just fork my tuna concoction onto the lettuce. And that's probably enough, but you can see that I still have a little bit left over here. If I fill up all of my little lettuce leaves and I still have some in the bowl and I'm still hungry, I just eat whatever's in the bowl like as is. Then I'm just gonna take a couple matchstick carrots. If you want, you can just dice up or cut up baby carrots or shave big carrots. Just use your cheese grater, put them on top that way. Matchstick carrots are just super easy for me to use, and I like that they are a little bit thicker than like a shaving because then I get that nice crunch. So you have the tuna, which is like a little more mushy, and then you have the crunch from the carrot. So I just take a little handful of the carrot and plop it on top there. And then last but not least, I'm gonna put some everything but the bagel spice on these wraps. I'm laughing because I haven't had this in like 2 years because the border's been closed. I know you can make your own, but the Trader Joe's one is just like my favorite. I've tried making my own spices before. It's not the same, so I bought like 6 of these when I went down. So anyway, I just take a little sprinkle of those just on top of each of the lettuce wraps. And then that's it. You have your little tasty snack. And that truly, truly, even with filming it, took me maybe 4 minutes. So it's a super easy, quick snack that doesn't weigh me down when I eat it. I don't feel sluggish after because it's mainly just protein and veggies. Whereas sometimes if I just eat a couple pieces of toast, I'm either A, hungry in like 5 minutes, or if I'm having like a bag of chips, I'm like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like I just feel heavy. Like, I don't know. This keeps me energized but also full, if that makes sense. So let's try one of these bad boys. See how easy that is to wrap? Oh gosh, it's a superior lettuce for wrapping. Oh my god, it's so good. You get the saltiness from the soy sauce, the crunch from the carrots, a little onion flavor. What a fun little snack. So if you were to eat that entire snack, the whole can of tuna with everything else, you would have 28 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 193 calories, approximately. It depends on how much sesame oil and stuff like that you use, but with what I gave you, that's what I typed into MyFitnessPal, and those are the macros and the calories that it gave me. Okay, let's move on to the next snack. Okay, we have another tuna snack, but you can also use canned chicken, which they do sell at Costco. I don't have a Costco membership anymore, which I'm so sad about, but it just wasn't necessary anymore. Anyway, you can use canned chicken instead if you prefer, but this one is a little bit more spicy. In case the whole sesame oil profile isn't your vibe, this one might be more your style. So again, I just start by taking my little top off and draining the tuna of the water. I have my little bowl and I just plop the tuna in there. This time I'm going to add a little bit of sriracha. Whoa. I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper. And this time I'm actually going to add the matchstick carrots right to the bowl and mix it in that way. And just give it a little stir. Okay, we'll set that one aside. Then I have my little half cucumber that I've been eating throughout the week, and I'm just going to slice it as diagonally as I can. I'll eat this little guy in a sec. Just so that I have like a nice big surface for my little tuna creation. I eat this little piece of cucumber. So now I have my little cucumber pieces, and I'm just going to plop my tuna concoction on top of the cucumber pieces. And this, I will be honest, it's a little messy, okay? What you can also do instead is take a bite of cucumber and then take a bite of tuna. But I kind of like this whole little like hors d'oeuvres situation. You know what I mean? Like it feels like a little appetizer and it feels fancy to me. And then on top of those little guys, I'm gonna add these fried onion pieces from Trader Joe's. Again, can't get enough of Trader Joe's. And I'm just gonna add a couple to the top of each, just for a little fun surprise. You don't have to, but you can also add the little everything bagel seasoning to these. I'm gonna add like a tiny amount. I can't not, you know what I mean? This wasn't actually in my recipe, but now that I have it, I'm putting it on there. And there we have it, our little cucumber tuna sandwiches. And am I gonna eat this in one bite? I usually do, that's the problem. I'm gonna try to eat it daintily. It's so good. I don't have anything against crackers either. I'm gonna stop talking with my mouth full. I don't have anything against crackers. What I don't like about crackers is I am on my own journey. I have my own goals, okay? Doesn't mean that anyone else has to share my personal goals. But it's wild to me how much fat and how many calories are in crackers, and I actually don't like them that much. That's the thing for me. I'm gonna keep all of the stuff that I actually enjoy, you know what I mean? Eat those, and then come up with substitutions for the stuff that like I don't really care about. Like sour cream was another one. I don't like sour cream that much, and I was like, oh my goodness, like this is not in line with my like journey sort of thing, and I don't even like it that much, so why am I adding it sort of thing? So it's more of that mindset. Like if I don't actually enjoy these items that much, I might as well come up with something that I like the same or better that's more in line with my goals, if that makes sense. Again, if you were to eat this entire bowl of tuna with the cucumber and everything like that, the fried onions on top, you would be looking at 28 grams of protein, 13 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of fat. Okay, moving on. This is my favorite rice cake recipe. So these are the Quaker Crispy Minis chocolate chip caramel rice cakes. Did I say that right? Yeah, similar. And it just depends on how hungry you are. Sometimes I eat 2, sometimes I eat 4. It just depends. And then I just take about 10 or 15 grams of raw honey. This is my favorite honey. I've tried so many honeys, and this one, if I try anything else, it's like, it doesn't even come close. Do you know what I mean? But it's a product of Canada. I like that. So I take a little bit of this and I'll just put it into a little glass bowl and microwave it for 10 seconds. The reason I say glass bowl is because one time I accidentally microwaved it for a minute and a plastic Rubbermaid container melted into my microwave. So now I always do it in glass just in case. So I just scoop it out with a knife and put it in the microwave. So now I have my little melted honey, and I'm just gonna drizzle that over my rice cake. And then I'm just going to plop these little blueberries on top like so. And I've already rinsed these blueberries. So that is a super quick snack. Like that, I mean, that takes like maybe a minute in total if you've already washed your fruit. And that's them. I just eat them just like that. I got honey on my face. I love these because they taste like such a chocolatey snack, and I just love that. I love a little sweetness sometimes, but again, it doesn't give me like a sugar overload that I'm gonna crash from later. I don't know, just such a tasty, easy snack. Yum. That little rice cake snack, if you were to eat the 2 rice cakes with the berries and the honey, has 3 grams of protein, 55 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat, and 239 calories. Last but not least, we have my substitute for ice cream. I have no problems with ice cream. I enjoy it once in a while. Don't know what it is. It makes me feel like crap, okay? It's not the dairy because I eat yogurt. I don't know if it's like the amount of sugar or like what, but I do not feel good after I eat ice cream. But I like the flavor, like it's fun, you know what I mean? So anyway, I've created like my own kind of ice cream and I use yogurt instead, and I'm gonna show that to you. So I use the Oikos plain 0% yogurt. The reason I do this, again, basically like, well, no fat content, it has 0 grams of fat in it. So for me, that's great for my journey for what feels good in my body. Also, I don't like to get any flavor with it because oftentimes I'll add items to make the flavor. So I don't wanna have like a coconut or a vanilla yogurt and then mix in other stuff, and then it's like, well, you know what I mean? Like, won't mix well with the toppings that I want to put on it. So I just get plain and the 0%. So I just scoop out about 175-ish, whatever, grams of yogurt. I take some smooth almond butter. This jar is just horrifically dirty, just with almond butter, because, you know, things get weird with almond butter sometimes. And I'm just gonna put like 1 knife full in there, if that makes sense. Just like, boom, done. That's it. I'm gonna give that a little stir. And then I'll just set this one off to the side. And then I take my little Built Bar, okay? The one I've been loving recently is the cookies and cream, but I have so many favorites. Coconut almond, unreal. Salted caramel, chef's kiss. But lately I've been killing the cookies and cream game, okay? And I like it the best in this yogurt situation. So I just take that bad boy out of his wrapper, and then I just start chopping. And then I just chop it up into little pieces. And you can see here too, like the texture is so nice. They've recently reformulated to have a better texture. And God, I love continuous improvement, you know? I'll bring my yogurt back. And now I have all my little chocolatey goodness pieces. And you can put as many in here as you want. I made the macros of this for the whole bar, but oftentimes like I'll just snack on little pieces of it outside of my ice cream treat. And then I just mix that up so that my little ice cream situation is mixed. And then that's it. I have my little yogurt treat. It's just so fun. You know what I mean? Like, for me, if everybody's eating ice cream, it just like, I know it's not going to make me feel good, but then I can make this, and it's like a ton of protein, and I feel bomb after, and this keeps me full forever, man. Like, if I don't eat this before I go to bed, I'll wake up at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. starving, but if I eat this before bed, I'm full until the morning sort of thing. So it's like, man, there's something to be said, I don't know, for me anyway, about protein. It just keeps me full forever. You can also make these in advance and freeze the yogurt, okay? And then put your little Built Bar on top. Unreal. Little frozen yogurt moment. I've also been known to like crumble a rice cake on top of there. You could put any toppings you want on there, really. But the way that I've made it today, if you ate the whole protein bar and the yogurt and such, you would have 36 grams of protein, 26 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. And the fat mostly comes from the almond butters. So again, you can always lower that just by not having the almond butter in there, but like, damn. The almond butter, like, it's fire. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that those snacks were helpful to you. Let me know if you try any of them, which one was your favorite. If you have any like quick and easy snacks that you're loving, I always am here for it. I love a snack. I'm a big snacker. Anyway, big thank you again to Built Bar for sponsoring this video, for partnering with me. So if you guys want to try out Built Bar, you can go to builtbar.com and use code AlyssaAnderson10 for 10% off your purchase. It'll also be in the description box down below, the link, so that you can use it. And other than that, that's the video for today, and I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. That was awkward. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.